Hello. So this is Auntie Alicia. It is day 77, and I am the CEO and founder of Your Own University. If you're just finding these, and this is a glimpse into my own university. And the topic that came up this morning is really security for me. That was the topic. But then as I journaled about it, as I got into it, it was like the sense of satisfaction that I'm having, and what is satisfaction in my life, and where do I have satisfaction, where do I yearn for satisfaction, where can I find more satisfaction, what do I want to create is the satisfaction. And then I looked at all these areas and the areas in which I'm really growing and learning in, mainly opening up to financial stuff, specifically, not necessarily business, but financial stuff specifically, and more abundance and love. Like sexual, like masculine, like relationship stuff, not friendship stuff. And where am I satisfied? So, that's what we're going to talk about today, just a bit. I did a live around it, and I'm actually teaming up with a girlfriend to do a Shine radio for next Monday around it today too, to have deeper conversation into all of this. But what I found and what I've been listening to just permeating, and what's been confirmed for me lately, is this, we are what we focus on. We are what we eat. We are what we focus on. We are where we give our energy, where we give our power. I've been teaching a lot on the 6 personal power zones this week, and really focusing on where we give our power. So where am I giving my power? I want to give my power to this sense of satisfaction and safety and security, right? So that is where I'm giving my power. The truth is, things work out, and life is going to continue, and the worst thing might be the best thing. You never know. It's the funniest things turn out to be blessings. They don't feel like it. So how do you do this? How do you recognize one from the other? And I think that's really in satisfaction. So for me, this morning I went into where am I satisfied, and I am lovingly satisfied with my friendships, my relationships, and who I am in a relationship these days. This has been a growing process for me. I went through a whole lifetime, I think many of us do, where we're teenagers and early 20s, and learning how to be a parent, and this and that, and defining myself over and over again. And what does that look like? And even in my last relationship, I was uncovering and deciphering and clearing out and healing from stuff that just wouldn't come up this time around in relationships. So that's a really safe and beautiful and satisfying place for me to be personally. Now, there's a missing element to this relationship, and that's the other person. But I am satisfied with friendships and relationships that are building, and that brings me to my next piece, and that is, well, let me talk about satisfaction in business, because I think that there's those two things that are important you might be able to relate to. So satisfaction in business is, I know I'm great at what I do. I have a bazillion testimonials. I have strong community and relationships. That's one thing that really hit home for me today in my live on Facebook, and how important that is and how beautiful that is. So I'm satisfied there. I'm satisfied with my work, with the 6 personal power zones, with accolades and certifications. I'm giving back, and I love my programs, and people love my programs. So I know that is good. Now, where I'm growing is in this. I've produced all of this stuff, I've created all this stuff, I've done all this stuff, and now I'm ready for that, the windfall of, like, I'm ready to handle the memberships, the clientele that I've been preparing for the last 2 years, really, since, or a year and a half, I guess. No, 2 years since my ex left. A year and a half. It took me a couple months to, like, that's just nasty. So it took me a couple months. So we'll say, like, realistically, like, it took a year and a half to pull it all together. Now it's there, I can breathe in it. So there's satisfaction there. Now here's the ticket. In both cases, whether it's dating or in business, in my case, as an entrepreneur, there is delayed gratification. So there's work that you do ahead of time on yourself, on life, in order to prepare for the security of whatever it is, the security of a paycheck. So the work might be, you might be going back to school, you might be seeking some sort of training and or partnership with somebody. And so there's this training period, there's this setup period. You might be opening up your own coaching business and you're putting together the modules, or you're putting together your free offers and you're putting together your business. And so there's this delayed gratification that has to happen before we have the security of that, steadiness of a paycheck, or steadiness of knowing that there's more and more opportunities opening up, the steadiness of the security of a firm, solid relationship with somebody that isn't going anywhere. We have that commitment. There's the courting time. There's the dinners and the friendships and all that stuff that's made before you have that security. So that's what I've been thinking about today. That's like my piece in my own university, is I've realized that I'm sitting in satisfaction and I want to focus where that satisfaction is. And that satisfaction for me is what I've produced, what I've already done, the work that I put into myself, the work that I put into my businesses, the work that I put into my relationships with others. And knowing that, yes, there is a sense of delayed gratification, and being satisfied in that delayed gratification because I'm present and aware of where I'm at in it. And this is where there's so much to grow from. So here is a really cool thing for you, if you want it, is how do you continuously grow in that delayed gratification to a place where you're feeling secure. And that security is really in yourself. That's where you get it. That's kind of coming full circle after sitting for a while after my live and having lunch and thinking about this. I realized, well, all this security has come into myself. It's not something outside of me. It's not monetarily. It's not in another relationship. It's not in anything else. It's in me. Like, who am I being? And will I grow? Yes. Am I going to screw up? Absolutely. Is, like everything always going to work out? Probably not. But eventually it'll work out for the best, right? So in you, my question for you, this up level for you, if you want to come into your own university here with me, is where can you tap into, where are you really satisfied with yourself, with defining yourself and the things that you yearn for in your life. So if you're yearning to release weight, if you're yearning to feel better in a relationship, if you're yearning for more money, more success, more notoriety, your freedom, like where are you already satisfied there? And where are you satisfied with the actions and the things that you're doing in that? Where are you finding that satisfaction with yourself and forming that security? And then from there, getting the support you need to continue that delayed gratification process of growing and nurturing and learning, so you are the person that you are required to be when you're stepping into that next field of excellence in your life. And that is one way that your own university can really support you. We have a 6-day challenge right now going on. It's a lot of love going on there. So you can go over to your own university. You can also get the 6-day challenge, actually a longer version of it, at antiquealicia.com/6-day-challenge. Easy peasy. And what you're going to find there is daily tips and tools to get really clear and centered in your 6 personal power zones. Take back your power in those 6 personal power zones. You'll get an overview of the 6 personal power zones. And from that place, you'll have a really solid foundation to go and look at who you are, how you're relating, and who you want to be, so you can form a really satisfying feeling in where you're going and what you're creating in your life. And from there, you create self-security. And I think from there, that physical manifestation then happens. That's how it works in every other form of receiving and creating, and what is the word that I'm looking for? Manifestation. It comes when you have it inside, then you start receiving it from the outside. So that's just what I've noticed in every other area. So I think that it's happening here. Anyway, talk to you soon. Love you. Bye.